My fiance invited his ex situationship to our wedding behind my back. Reddit is a crazy place. I, 23 female, am getting married in January and just found out my fiance Mark, 25, fake name, fair enough, invited his old situationship to our wedding without consulting me. For context, me and Mark met on a dating app 2 years ago after he broke up a relationship. Y'all, damn, in 2 years y'all are getting married? Damn, all right. To be honest, it's quite confusing what he and Tracy, 22 female, had. They met because of a mutual friend and started to develop feelings for each other. Mark told me that they never dated and slept together, but it was more than friendship. Until today, he keeps her love letters, gifts, and talks about her. Tracy and him tried to stay in contact after the breakup, staying friends, but she ghosted him after finding out we started to date. Okay, then it was more than a friendship. Let's be real. From what I saw on her social media, she's in a relationship, so I'm not worried about her trying to get with my fiance again. They haven't been in contact for 2 years, but he still has her number and email. I found out about him inviting her after I checked again our guest list and found her name. I know Tracy is not a threat to our relationship, but Mark inviting her behind my back makes me feel bad about our whole wedding. He told me he doesn't feel anything for her, yet he made sure to send her an invitation. He hasn't talked to her in 2 years and he's inviting her to the wedding? That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. You haven't talked to this person in 2 years? Why do they have to be at your wedding? This is probably me being insecure, but my fear of him not getting over her is slowly creeping inside my heart. I don't want to lose him. That was the original post. So let me know your thoughts already, but we're gonna jump into the next update because after reading the comments and talking with some friends, my heart finally understood Mark never really got over Tracy. In the beginning, I was in denial, but I went out with Tom, 24 male, which is his best friend of years, to understand what really happened between them. From what he told me, Tracy and Mark met because of some friends in common. She just got into university and was 17 at the time, while Mark was already almost graduating. They stayed friends for 2 years and feelings started to blossom. Mark was already working while she was still in college. He only wanted to formally date her after her graduation, so it was never a thing, even though they shared love letters, gifts, and shared almost every holiday together. Basically, this is like a rom-com where it's like the one that got away, that you never actually got to dive into it full on to see what it could be, but the feelings were there. It's like a plot of a rom-com. We've seen this story. Tom told me everyone from their old friend group thought they would marry since they were so sweet together. So their breakup was really unpredictable. Tracy was the one who broke up with Mark due to their religious values not lining up, as she wanted to save herself until marriage. Okay, I was judgmental in the beginning, saying there's no way they haven't slept together. Like in my head, I take that back. In the end, they decided it was better to go separate ways and maybe try again after a few years. But after me and Mark started to date, Tracy realized that it was pointless to wait for him and started to see other people too, so she blocked everything except email just to have a clean beginning. In the end, I finally realized Mark is just hopeful that Tracy would come back to him due to their talks of trying again after a while. It honestly hurts so much as I loved him so much. I still haven't confronted him since I'm still shaken up, but I don't know if this marriage will happen. I'm going to update once I calm down and confront him. That's the tea I am here for, and don't you worry, we have that update. But let's cheers. We're hopping on hydration station. It is iced green tea in my cup. It's my new thing. Cheers. Next update. It's been a while since the last update, and I'm here to announce the wedding has been called off. I'm sorry about that. My parents are the one canceling everything for me. It's like I returned to my childhood when mom and dad had to solve my problems. Okay, this is actually really sad. I confronted Mark after talking with Tom and made him aware of everything that I have been dealing with. His reaction at the beginning was dismissive and was almost as if he was trying to escape from the situation. In the end, Mark said he never loved someone like Tracy because it was pure and innocent. She reminded him that not everything is about carnal desire, and in the darkest moments of his life, Tracy was the sunlight. Okay. Hearing the man you love admitting how much he cared for another woman is so hurtful. During the talk, I started to cry, bawling my eyes out. Mark had the audacity to say he loves me, but it's a different kind of love. I asked why he invited her to our wedding, and he was speechless. Why did he have to throw away our future for something in the past? This hurts so much. Mark told me he knew Tracy didn't block him on email since he was the one who helped her get her first job, and a lot of professional stuff was also involved. This is how he was able to send her our wedding invitation, but he meant no harm. Then he should have told you. He could have asked you if there was no harm intended. Could have been a conversation with your future wife. When I asked what he meant with this, Mark just said he wanted to make her watch us together and realize what she lost because he was hurt that Tracy was pregnant and not married. Why does he care? He's clearly not healed from the situation. This man is in no position to be in a relationship or marrying someone if his feelings and his heart are still attached to this person. This is wild. People are crazy these days. The moment Mark mentioned about Tracy's pregnancy, a red alarm started to echo in my head. How did you know about her pregnancy? You said she blocked you everywhere. I could see panic in his eyes and he started to stutter. Who's surprised? Not me. In the end, I made him give me his phone and I found out more than 5 accounts he was using to stalk Tracy. My stomach felt sick and the urge to vomit was overwhelming. In the end, I decided to call off the engagement since he was a creep. Mark threw himself on the floor asking for forgiveness, and he loves me, just in a different way compared to Tracy, and was just hurt that she gave herself to another man while he begged her countless times for sex. Wait, I'm sorry? Wait, what? Oh. So when she was 17, you were begging her for sex, or when you guys were dating when she was 17, whatever, and because she was saving herself for marriage, but now she's pregnant with you're mad? You're a little twisted. Something, that ain't right. You're that upset that a girl you never technically dated had sex with someone else? Yo, what? This made me feel even more disgusted with him because he felt entitled to her virginity and body. Ugh. I'm creeped out. I left without even taking a bag with me. Everything is just too much. I can't believe I spent 2 years loving a stalker, a man-child. I also told Tracy everything and his accounts. I don't know if she saw my messages, but I hope she does. The jealousy I once felt for her transformed into pity, as no woman should go through what Mark has done. Mark wants to meet up with me and doesn't want to break up, but I'm just so tired. Small update, Tracy messaged me and wants to grab a coffee with me. And that's the last post on the thread. I am waiting for this update because you know I want to hear from Tracy. I need to hear her side of the story, okay? Because I don't even believe this man, to be honest. So I need the full story. But we got some more tea in the comment section of this post, so let's get to it. Let's see what people are asking and what info she is giving. Someone said, so he wanted to marry you to get back at her? What an absolute cunt. He disregarded your feelings just to have a little revenge on a pregnant ex whom he stalked relentlessly. Girl, lucky escape. You dodged a bullet big time. Well done. Yes, ma'am, please don't go back. Please don't go back. This sounds like the start of a true crime documentary. How positively alarming. He has been stalking this poor girl. It also sounds like she had to break up with him because he was harassing her for sex, trying to cross her boundaries. Just gross. Do not go and meet with him. There's no reason and no good will come from it. Oh, I never really thought about that. I guess if she was saving herself and you kept trying to do that with her, she set that boundary already. She was trying to save herself. He never really got to explore his feelings, it sounds like. He may have regrets over that, and he may be being petty by inviting her since she ghosted after y'all started dating. Like, haha, see, I am still happy and I don't need you. Even if he secretly wishes he explored his feelings for her more type thing. The only way you'll figure it out is if you talk to him and he tells you, which we found out he did. But I also agree. It's like I said, the one that got away, they never actually got to explore that fully, and they obviously had feelings for each other. So it's the plot of a rom-com. Girl, please. So it wasn't that he wasn't into her. It's just just it wasn't the right time. She is the one that got away, and clearly if 2 years after he invited her, he is still not over it. That is what I'm saying. He hasn't talked to her in 2 years, but he's been stalking her. Not talking, but stalking. All right, so this is coming from the girl who wrote this story. I don't get why he's not over her, especially if they were never a thing. From what Mark told me, he was the one who didn't want a relationship since Tracy just started life. And then someone wrote back to her saying, she's the one that got away. Yeah, also, I don't fully believe him. Obviously, he's gonna tell you that. He's about to marry you. Of course, he's gonna be like, oh, I ended it. I ended it with her. He just hid his entire feelings for this girl from you. I can't believe how much he's not over her and he never dated her. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. And I'll see you tomorrow. My neighbors. I think my neighbor's party is over. They were having some kind of party today and I wasn't invited. Hold on. Do I have a burp? Or throw up? Something ain't right in there. I have a sneeze. Don't look at me. My sinus infection is just draining these days. It's not a pretty sight. Oh my God, I really can't breathe though. Marina, help me.